The background dynamic tile, let's go ahead and click on the plus here to bring an image in for that one. So we have the background dynamic sky. There's a multiple and a single. Let's start with the single here. Notice we just have a single image that we're going to be pulling in. We'll go ahead and say select from folder. Be sure to click on the image when it comes in. I'm going to choose the background dynamic sky. Now, if you haven't used like a particular tile type, I would encourage you to go into build a game and drop those in from the default set that's already available. That way you have an idea of what actually is going on with the tile. This one creates a dynamic system for skies, so it has clouds, it has stars. If you have the additional images, it'll cycle through for day-night cycles and things. Alright, so we're going to go to tile description. Just say this will be we'll say it's going to be dynamic sky and single. And description, we'll just say it's a blue sky. Alright. The general settings, this isn't the image we want the end user to see in terms of the tile. It's going to be, when you drop it in, you'll have an entire image that can fill the whole sky, the whole screen up. So I'm going to say this is invisible and don't receive light. We'll go ahead and choose the thumbnail for the image. On the collider, we actually want to turn this off because we don't really want the user to be able to manipulate or work with this. We just want it to be when we drop it in, we just want what the behavior is, which is to fill the background up. Alright, so we have those set up. The next thing that we want to do is set up, if we go down to the lower portion here. Now, we can go through each part, but when it comes to like what is this actually going to accomplish, by default, the system is already set up pretty well for just dropping it in and using it. You can use full screen in editor and full screen in game. The width segments, height segments is just a jitter formula so that it's going to divide your image into geometry, and then it's going to actually do a jitter amount where it changes. Instead of being a smooth system, it's going to be a little bit of a back and forth, and on top of that, it's going to create a cloud system. So this is just simply a system designed to give you the impression of dynamic system for a sky. Definitely go in, play with the values, and see what you like inside of Build a Game. Come back into here and set your final properties. There's a sky system which covers the main pieces here. If you want to add additional parts, meaning if you want to add a weather system, so that if you want to have storms come in, you want to have a darker shade come across the image, you can set those up. Stars are going to be, if you enable this, currently there is just a image that gets applied to it. Eventually you'll have the option to set your own. The stars that are set, you can just choose how many are visible on screen, how fast the rotation is, the min-max size to it. Then you have two color options. You have the color option for the stars, and you have the color option for the clouds. And the clouds being the options you set for the cloud formation here and how much is actually shown from it. Alright, so these are the properties for the cloud, for the dynamic sky. Again, be sure that you check it out and test it so you can understand what's the best values for yours.